What's going on? It's your boy Zach, SB though, Baltimore Zach, whatever you want to call me. And I'm here with Nam Tom, the convo where two fathers, weekend warriors, athletes, entrepreneurs, OGs, and most importantly, black men converse about any and everything, from black community to relationships and how they all affect into the programming, and just some random stuff on top. You know we got words from Mal, and you know support is important. So make sure you hit that like button a million times and shout out SB. Know I'm talking about.
Yeah, we back up in here, man.
You already know.
Nah, I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm one of the dumbass animals from the show, Mo.
And then the other dumbass animal from the show, Deuce.
See how we start this off. Fuck, you got it, because, you know what I mean? This is...
Alright, so I'm going to start it off by saying I'm very disappointed.
Okay.
Very disappointed in said organization known as the Washington football team.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? First of all, I don't like this. Let's honor Sean Taylor's late memory after all the bullshit that's going on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like you using Sean Taylor as a distraction. You know what I'm saying?
That definitely seems like what's going on.
It's exactly what it is. There's no other way around it.
So what's going
His
on?
His number has basically been retired since he died because no one else would.
Oh, so okay. So now they're officially
they're officially retiring this shit now. But they left his locker in there. Yeah, you should have been.
Because you did everything else basically. Like you said,
my thing is he died in the jersey. You see what I'm saying? It ain't like he played his career. You know what I'm saying? He retired. You know what I'm saying? Or came back and retired. He only played in one jersey. You know what I'm saying? He died in it. You know what I'm saying? Halfway through the season, he died in season in your jersey. And so it should have been like, nah.
And it's definitely not a situation where, like you're honoring the person's play for this entire career, so it takes this amount of time to do it.
His career was 3 years long.
No, I'm saying, so like I understand, like what Eli George just got.
Yeah.
But it's because you played a full career, now we're honoring your career.
Right.
But with Pat Tillman, like his joint got thrown up in the joint mad quick.
As soon as he died.
Yeah. So.
See what I'm saying? And he hung his jersey up to go to the military. Not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was in the military when he died. He didn't die wearing your jersey, basically.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I said, I mean, but like I said, no one wore it since, except for Landon Collins. He came here like, should I wear 21? Everybody was like, no. What you talking about? Don't you dare try to put that number on your back. The fuck, boy?
Oh my God.
Don't you ever, man, that's why I was like, yo, I don't want to retire. Because none of us is going to be happy with who you put in.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nobody that's a fan is going to be happy with who you put in.
Yeah.
Because can't nobody compare that dude. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, all the shit that's going on in the media, and it has been going on, because this is like, apparently the most dysfunctional franchise on the face of the fucking planet. You know what I'm saying? Cross sports.
Maybe cross business.
You know what I'm saying? Yes. Across business. I'm talking about Enron. Like, this shit is ridiculous. Like, I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a short amount of time. Like, this dude is...
Every week is something new.
Every week is something new, y'all. Rating
in different fields. Yeah, it's like different, yeah.
And you bringing other organizations into this shit. Like, man, goddamn.
Got a man fully fired, bro.
Got a man fired. He's booted from the
team. He didn't deserve it, but
this dude don't got no job. He not getting no job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be on TV or in football no more. Maybe he might get
ESPN might hire.
He might get a coaching job at somewhere
college.
in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Texas.
One of the more racist ass.
Texas big enough to get lost in.
Yeah, he in Southern Methodist.
What, SMU? Look at that. No, the school beside it. The community college.
SMDD. Southern Methodist Division Dogs and some shit. You know what I'm saying? But
don't do it.
I'm not. Listen.
But yeah, that's sad how our lives are used to help out a story sometimes.
Yeah. And your shit don't matter until it fits my narrative.
Yeah. And not funny, but sadly enough, that's what happens a lot of times in society. Like that's a different, weird kind of segue or whatever, weird relation that stuff doesn't really affect. You don't care about something to affect you.
Directly.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Direct. So you gotta have some type of degree of separation from. You know what I'm saying? I guess.
Yeah, like you said, man. That's the NFL. That's the organization.
That's the current state of the country. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, America, boy! Fuck yeah.
There's America, there's baseball, and apple pie.
Well, fuck it. We didn't talk about Dave Chappelle last week.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. But I think we're gonna. I want to break it down I guess we, you know what I mean? Not all the jokes, but you know what I mean? Some of the shit that kind of stood out to us, or like a joke that I really, really like. And one of the situations, I don't know the whole joke, so I just put the whole premise out there or whatever. The whole fact that as a black man, Ali couldn't change his name. You know what I mean? But Bruce Jenner was able to change his gender and then win an award within 1 year. For like you're Woman of the Year in 1 year, man. Like, it's fucking, like sometimes, like I guess you get to a certain age, you look at TV and it's the news. It's like, oh, this is just another show, also. Because life is just like this should just be happening. Like stuff just be
a series of unfortunate events.
That shit crazy, bro.
Oh my goodness! But at the same time, man, everything's a fucking distraction, bro.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I've been thinking about stuff too. You know what I mean? Like, why am I hearing about? Oh, okay. Slow news day means something going on big today.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm gonna give you this bullshit right now.
It's gonna be snow news today, big news tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when somebody leaked the information, because now with being the information age, that information gonna come out sooner or later. Sometimes it's too late. You know what I mean? Weird segue, I guess, with the whole gender and gender situation, and then with the whole information getting out late situation.
Yeah. And
then with us living in Northern Virginia, and then the situation that's going on in Loudoun County.
Yeah.
We're trying to not butcher. I'm about to say not
facts.
Yeah. I was my opinion, but it can't be opinion. We gotta see what's going on. The stuff we know or whatever. So an event happened the situation happened in May with a girl in a bathroom and then a person that's gender fluid going into this bathroom because they were allowed to.
Explain gender fluid.
I can't. I don't understand what gender. Yeah, because he probably actually break it down really what it is. And then sadly enough, we'll still be like,
but what?
Yeah, like and
that's what I'm saying. Do gender fluid mean that like you could do whatever you want?
Or I think is it a phase where you're figuring out what you are? Like, is that the? I don't know. Like, what's the fluid? Yeah,
fluid.
You're both like. So what's that? What's the difference?
You gonna be with you.
So what's the difference between that and non-binary? Like, say I lost one year.
Yeah.
To me, that sounds like the same damn thing. But this story, this person, age 14, 15, which is a whole other.
Yeah.
Bought another 16 itself.
Right.
Was wearing a skirt. Boy wearing a skirt because I'm fluid gender. Whatever. So he goes to the bathroom and 4 counts.
Goes into a girl's bathroom.
Goes to a girl's bathroom because he's allowed to. And then 4 counts of crimes are committed in there, which you won't break down because they are very like horrific when you read them. You know what I mean? And then the father at a town meeting then the child gets arrested a month later or 2 weeks later. Not on the scene.
Yeah.
Not on the scene.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, maybe a month.
I think it was a month. Because the pop was arrested.
So maybe so 2 and then so the pops was arrested before the child was actually arrested. Correct. Yeah. And that was in June. Then this October, I guess a week ago or whatever, another event happened in another school in the same district, but with the same child.
Yes.
But before that happened, a policy was passed which would allow what did happen here to happen. Meaning a boy or a woman, a boy or a girl that's trying to figure out who they are can go to whichever bathroom they want to go to. Because it read as the policy, you had to be required the teacher to address you as a proper pronoun, and renovation being made to the bathroom. Right. So I don't know what that means. There's a woman's bathroom, a public bathroom, and then this bathroom, or there's a bathroom, a woman's bathroom, a man bathroom, y'all can go to whichever one of y'all want to.
I think all they did was, well, I guess you can't, because just take them little stickers and smack them with both of them on the jump with the little gun in the middle and smack them.
But there's no way all of them can be like that.
Yeah, because you got
so it might be. But the sad thing about it, like, okay, this might be a bathroom which is just for people who are going through that phase. But in some cases, I gotta go to the bathroom. I can go to this bathroom, and then this instant happens. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like that one time you happen to use this bathroom that you usually wouldn't use because you wouldn't want to end up in a situation, but you can hold it to get to that bathroom way over there, and then that person's in there. You know what I mean? And then in the second situation that happened in October, this wasn't even a bathroom type situation. This was just him locking a girl in a room and touching her inappropriately. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like it's too many convos in this one convo, but the one I would address the gender joint, but I don't even know enough information for that.
Right.
So let's talk about the fact that why is this kid back in the school? Like, why is this kid back in the school? And then we heard that in this area, Broad Run is that school that they say they send the bad kids to. And then we know that there are those type of schools that the bad kids tend to go to before the alternative school.
Right.
You know, like, when you get in trouble, you got to go to this school now.
Right.
Well, we're going to try to send you to this school. So that's kind of bringing down the quality of learning in this school before the alternative joint, where you might have some other options to help out with the fact that y'all are bad.
Yeah,
like in this school, we don't have any options to help out y'all are bad. Y'all just here.
We're just hoping that you
know?
figure it out.
Yeah, but that's not doing anything. And you got kids who go here because this is where my district is at. I have to go here, but you're bringing my quality of learning down because my parents don't make as much money as the kids over there, basically. That's basically what it is. I mean, I did a lot of rambling. I guess you would say something now.
So I'll go with these are the things that worry me the most, right? About the whole situation. One, it just proves that these kids don't know shit. It take a lot of a wise man, and it's a quote. A wise man is he who knows he knows nothing.
That's true.
Right. So for all of us adults to be like, let these kids decide if they're male or female. Let these kids decide if they want to go into whatever bathroom. You can't give immature minds the ability to process information above their pay scale. You know what I'm saying? Like you got kids discerning. You know what I'm saying? You got all these raging hormones. Like
there's so much going on.
There's so many adults who make stupid decisions that you rely on kids to make the proper decision. You have a teenage horny boy. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter how you feel on the outside. You know what I'm saying? What you feel like inside. You know, and like I said, kids go through so much that one day they don't know what they, you know what I'm saying? One day I wanted to be a football player. The next I wanted to be a doctor. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's being a kid. You don't know your brain. You're not developed, right? So you're in a bathroom and this girl's your little horny boy. Your little thing get hard. You don't know how to react to that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I said. Like you can't allow that to happen in schools. Now you want to talk about public. Like in public workplaces and shit with
adults,
fully function. You know what I mean? Adults. Okay, fine. All right, be who you want to be as an adult, but as a kid, just let a child be a child. You know what I'm saying? We're putting way too much on the shoulders of underdeveloped humans.
Just like we were kids, and it's funny because every generation goes through it where you're dealing with a child who's going through something completely different than what you went through.
Right.
Like the whole fact that they think they know more because it's the information age. So you have more. You're seeing more stuff. Like it's just so much more going on. And then, like you said, now you're throwing this in there. And I hate to make it this minute or whatever. But like you said, like I'm choosing whether to be this basketball player or this one. Now you're seeing a lot of. You're throwing this out there as another choice because you're seeing it a lot more. So now it's like, is that a choice? Like, do I can decide?
I can,
yeah, like let me go ahead and go through this phase.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, this might not even been a phase that you would have went through. You feel me? Like I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I say, it's a touchy subject. It's weird or whatever. But it's like. Then why put the kids through that? Like like you said, I have no problem with that being a policy in my workplace. Like there's no problem with
and
that.
Like I said, bringing it all the way back to Dave Chappelle. How long do I have to participate in your self-image? You know what I'm saying? Like you are forcing every other student in that school to participate in someone else's self-image. You should have to go to the bathroom that you're assigned from God, not.
Why are you ignoring all the other kids' self-image?
Everybody else's self-image.
Like you'll have a problem with a kid that a kid get his hair cut in a wrestling event because it's not up to your standards. They don't reach hair. Some dumbass rule y'all made.
Some dumbass. Yeah.
It's not the same, but it's the same.
It's the same. You like I said, it's just I don't know if it's about control or you know what I mean, about not releasing control or getting too much of it. But I feel like that's too much pressure. It's too much to put on the one child who has to decide what bathroom they'll go to because, you know what I'm saying? And then everybody else around, like you can't. I don't want to be like, nah, don't put that on everybody else because, you know what I'm saying? I understand it takes a village.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I said, I don't think you can put a horny boy and give him the decision if you can go into the girl's bathroom.
Because you're going to have devilish kids who understand that this is the way I can.
Because there are evil people, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But there's a kid that's going to think that, okay, this is the way I can get.
I can take advantage of this.
Yeah.
I can go look at. You know
just like that. Because you know there's adults that would do that.
Yeah.
Then you have a kid that don't even understand the ramifications of what he's about to do.
Right.
That's the big part about it. You don't understand the ramifications of the decision you're making right now at the age of 14. Because none of us did. So why place this on a child?
And that's another thing. He did that 2 separate times to 2 girls. Again, a boy a male taking advantage of females because the strength difference and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why you can't allow. That's why I say in the sports. You know what I'm saying? When they allow transgenders to compete against regular women in the boxing, and the one lady had her skull cracked because she actually fought a man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Your muscle structure and all that shit is manly. So you're hitting like a man versus you know what I'm saying? So as I said, it's all the same things. Like, and then who's to say that he didn't pull up in the bathroom, pull his thing out, and the girl's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we all know as kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all know as kids, you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Kids are
Kids
fucked
gonna
up.
be kids, man.
Yeah, they're cruel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, and like you said, and trying to figure that shit out as a kid, and then being.
And you want me to get good grades? And you got me in the sport? And I'm trying to get to this class on time?
I don't think that kid was in sports.
No, I wouldn't say that because sometimes the pressure of other sport might be pushing you to doing something stupid like that. Like you're good, you're a good athlete. Everything's coming easy to you. This should come easy to me also. That could be the thought process too. You know what I mean? Or the fact that you're going to push so hard in this, you don't know how to react in that situation. You're taking it out on somebody else. Like you said, hurt people. Like there's so much stuff that goes on it's so much stuff that goes on as a person. You know what I mean? So just to place that much weight on a child, man.
But then I also say this part, right? And I usually, this will be the last thing I say. Say you have, I don't mean to use the term, but a weird kid, you know what I'm saying, that is dressed like a female, going to the male bathroom. You know how boys are, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of unfair both ways. This is, like you said, it's a lot of different ways you can go with this conversation, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's...
And it's crazy because it's still, we're still gonna look at the boy like, why the fuck would you do that? You know, she came in there.
Yeah. Or she was in there first. Like, it's hard to discern who. I mean, he's definitely.
No, it doesn't matter. Like, he's still wrong for what he did. But it's like this
how
opportunity was
that
placed in front of him again. Right. You know what I mean? Right. It's funny because me and her was watching the show. I don't know the name of it. And it was not talking about it, but it was just something I picked up on as far as signals and how some dudes just don't know how to react with women. And so dudes pick up signals and read them incorrectly. So they came back to the coworker's crib to work on something. Right. He's a nervous dude. He never showed any kind of attention to her, trying to holler at this and the third. Anyway, she's happy he got something correct. He's happy, you know what I mean? Her arm happened to end up on his leg, but like at the knee. Yeah. You know what I mean? The camera pans down to that and shows him like, you know what I mean, or whatever. Then it goes on a little bit longer. They're talking to the third. It gets quiet and they're that close. Then he comes towards her for a kiss. She's like, "What you doing?" You know what I mean? Oh, he read it wrong. You know what I mean? And she's like, "Yo, why the fuck?" But she was like, he came to apologize the next day. Well, not the next day. But he came to apologize like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm wrong for that." She was like, "Yeah, I understand." You know what? No. Why the fuck would you think that's something that can go on with a coworker? Right. Like simple as that. Fuck how you reading signals wrong. No, that is the problem with why men and women can't. That's why it was hard. The whole situation why a woman wouldn't come to this office to do this and the third because we think it's gonna happen. Right. You know what I mean? And then I'm respecting you. I'm taking the chance to do that. Respecting you, hoping this can happen, and then you do that. Right. You're reiterating that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know. It was just funny to see because I saw what was gonna happen as soon as I seen her arm go there. Right. I know he can go in for a kiss. It's gonna be all blood. It's gonna be fucked up.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna keep my opinion to myself.
The loudest situation, you were talking about how the father handled it the wrong way because the father was arrested at a town hall meeting.
Yeah, he went to town hall meeting. Bitch.
So for the first incident, his daughter.
It was the dude's daughter. Yeah.
And he got arrested, which was a week before. The boy got arrested.
The boy finally got arrested.
Yeah.
Because he raised a big stink. So I guess you did achieve what he was trying to do, but. He ain't go about it how I would have went about it.
Which is?
I'd have been on their door. Ding, ding, ding. You know what I'm saying? Ding, ding. I'm ringing the doorbell and knocking. Ding, 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 boom, 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 boom. Ding, 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 boom, 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 boom. And the first person to open the door was getting it. Man, woman, child, dog.
Oh, there's no height requirement for this?
The dog would have stuck his head out that little flappy thing. Boom, I'm going to kick him in the head. Like, I don't care, bro. Somebody was getting it. You touched my head. You stuck his head out. Boom, and I'd have booted his ass. That nigga, your cat would have got slugged. I don't care, bro. Whoever little kid would have turned around, I'd have sparred and kicked his little ass. Go get your daddy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I definitely came here to talk to you.
I'm coming to you. We having a conversation when you wake up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After you wake up, we're gonna have this conversation.
Yeah. But addressing the father in these situations needs to be happening.
Cause what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's about what's going on at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you said,
Like I understand there's rules and stuff that goes on in public, but how you're raising your child that has a lot to do with how they're gonna react to those rules.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it could be like fuck them rules if you raise them a certain way in the house.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And I need to find out what the fuck is going on in the house because your child just said fuck these rules.
Now
my child.
Now what's going on in your house directly affects mine.
Yeah.
So we gonna figure this shit out together when you wake up. When you wake up, we gonna talk about it. We gonna figure this shit out.
Well,
program.
We made it through that convo. Let's go ahead and go to break before we I don't know.
Before we get canceled.
We still lifting our voices for goofy nonsense online, voluntarily walking our wealth to the guillotine of capitalism, walking around here thinking salt is sweet, unprepared, waiting for someone to come and save us. Because at this point, if you're not talking about freedom, then you don't deserve to speak.
Let's talk about this, brother.
Peace, fam. This is your brother Mal, the other Mal, reporting from California, and I had to drop something off to my brothers real quick. Let's discuss. I'm doing the work, right? So you've probably heard this a lot. You know, a lot of people online, they talk about, hey, I'm doing the work out here. You probably hear on YouTube channels, podcasts, all kinds of things. Hey, man, you are doing good work. You are doing the work. But I want us to all examine what the work actually is. And I come across this from seeing these conversations online. And when I think about our people and what we really need, and then I juxtapose that to the work that some of these people were doing, it made me realize that the work that we say we were doing, we're really not doing much. And it's not to disparage anybody, but when we look at the work and what's needed for our people, what do we think of? Food, clothing, shelter, opportunity, education, generational wealth, which is just thinking about the future, right? However that looks, we're thinking about the future, right? Opportunity. It doesn't have to be wealth like big capitalism, but just a place for us, right? Anyway, so I really wanted to pose this kind of like question or topic to you guys because if you're somebody that cares about this, I think this is a really good thing to examine, you know, and I'm not judging anybody because it made me really look at myself and go, what am I doing? You know, if I'm somebody that is a black man, identify as a black man, and I go, I care about my people. I want the best for us. So I have to go, what am I doing? And if what I'm doing doesn't satisfy these basic needs of our people, then honestly, it's all just a bunch of entertainment or trivia or something like that, right? So I just wanted to drop this off with you guys to share it and go, when we say the work, what is the work? Let's think about what's needed. And when we think of ourselves, let's reflect and go, is what we're doing satisfying any of those? And it's going to be an honest moment, a sobering moment. And if what we're doing doesn't satisfy those, then we have an opportunity to recalibrate and fix it and do something else, do something better, do something more. Even if it's just focusing on our families, man, that's work. It's focusing on us. I'm focusing on myself. I'm focusing on my family. That's okay, you know, but it may help to provide better perspective, better, just a better perspective on the whole situation, man. So anyway, I wanted to drop that off. Let's do the work. But before we do the work, let's figure out what the work is, what our people need. You dig? Now I'm talking about?
So we back. So we in here. That was words from the wise brother, the other brother, the wise other brother.
Talk about work.
Putting in the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it because at the beginning, and you know, listening to comprehend, not just to listen. You know, because half of felt like, okay, I know what I'm gonna say. Like, okay, damn, he said it.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of times we put too much pressure on people for the work they're doing or not doing, but at the same time, people put too much pressure on themselves for the work that they're doing or not doing.
Right.
Like sometimes, like you said at the end, like if you're bettering, no, you're not. No, this is not for the cause. You know what I mean? I'm not doing this for all of y'all. It's not for the cause. Yeah. I'm doing this for my household, and that's work because I'm putting out better people to help the civilization get better. Mm-hmm. That's the way you can do it. Because sometimes all you can do, what they say, you can't change the world.
But change your world.
Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom, that type shit. You know what I mean?
One step at a time.
Yeah.
You gotta put one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna come at it a different perspective,
mm-hmm.
right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come from a pessimistic view.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's hard to do work for people that are unappreciative.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Motherfuckers real unappreciative. When you do you do something, I can't do much. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I can't give you millions.
Yeah.
But you gonna shit on my $10? See what I'm saying? Why the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's hard to do shit for unappreciative people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as a community, some unappreciative motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I go back to what you always say, hurt people too.
Yeah.
Like, that person might be reacting to the fact that you're helping them in need.
Yeah.
They don't even know how to say thank you. You feel me?
Right.
Sometimes the person that's doing a good deed, they say do a good deed not expecting anything. Yeah. But it's very hard to do when that person ignores it. Like I didn't expect anything, but the way you just accepted it was like very like I ain't doing this shit no more. And it's sad because that's what happens in a lot of fields. I think that's what happens in the police field. I think that's what happens in the school system. Like yeah, probably in the medical field too. Like I got into this to make a difference.
Right.
Y'all ain't paying me. I already knew that coming into the game. I'm not gonna be making no money. I'm doing it because I want to. And now y'all not helping me either. Y'all not giving me any fucking resources. The little bit of check I get, I gotta buy school supplies for these kids because a lot of kids I'm working with don't have the resources when they come here. Right. Y'all don't have the resources, so I gotta get it because I still love these kids at this point. I got these fucking parents coming in and yelling at me about they badass kids. Like all this shit's going on. I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm just here for a check. After a while, and it's like, you can't fire me. I'm talking about teachers mostly. Right, you can't fire me. Like I know the rules. Like it's funny. Like I like this at UPS. After a while, they can't fire you for certain type of shit. Yeah. So I tiptoed the line. I obviously didn't tiptoe the line. Ready to talk. I tiptoed the line for a long time, and before I knew it, I couldn't even change those habits. Right. But I watched what happened while that was going on, so I see why people did what they did. Like when I was working at UPS, the hardest dude that was working, I said bye to him before I left. Mm-hmm. Like he's been working, like at UPS. Like I'm done with my truck. You're going to send him to help me. No, he finished his truck. Instead of letting him go because that was the last truck besides mine, you can send him to come help my slow ass. Yeah. Punish me. Yeah. Like no, I need to do the work done. Don't punish him because he's been working hard the entire time. Like I watched that shit happen in that field. So I'm pretty sure it happened. I watched it happen in the school system when I was working in the school system. These teachers are like, you want to do well, but you see the parents come in and just jump on and teach like their kid isn't bad. You know what I mean? You see the parents, the teachers bringing their own resources in the school. You understand how much a teacher makes. Like I'm really harping on the teacher situation because that's where I really saw it. Like with the cop situation, I'm assuming because I watch TV. In the medical field, I understand medicine is a business. Like I understand, like America's a business.
In every field.
Yeah.
The more you do, the more you're gonna be asked to do. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? The more you can do, the more you're gonna be asked to do. Mm-hmm. And that's in every field. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No matter what job you got. Mm-hmm. The more you do, the more somebody say, oh, you can get shit done, the more they're gonna go to you to get shit done. You see what I'm saying? That's just the work as far as that goes. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, motherfuckers just unappreciative. Yeah. You can get punished all you want. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird because I wanted to tie this in with the Kyrie situation. Right. Because the comeback that I've been seeing in the last week or so to what's going on with Kyrie is people posting what Kyrie has done. Right. You know what I mean? I wish I had it right in front of me as far as, him paying up some HBU students tuition.
Yeah, I read that. He paid for like 8 or 9 kids. Bought George Floyd mama a house.
Yeah. And stuff like Stuff like that, like that. It's sadly enough stuff like that a lot of pro athletes do, but it doesn't get the news. For one, if you're not big enough, and it doesn't fit the narrative, you don't make the news. Like I'm pretty sure a lot of lower level people are doing something like as simple as a basketball camp in your community is giving back. You don't have to do that. You don't have to take a week off to deal with these unappreciative ass kids.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like so that's definitely you know what I mean, giving back to the community. But with the Kyrie joint, like, and because seeing it for, I'm like, yeah, he did do that. I really appreciate that, and I have no problem with that. And I don't even think I have a problem with Kyrie at this point. But the one problem I do have is, and it's kind of what I had with Cap, to tell you the truth, was like you're letting them speak for you. So don't get mad that they're speaking for you.
Yeah.
And definitely don't say you're the voice of the voiceless. Because right now you're the voiceless also. I don't know what you're talking about. And then when you do come, and it's crazy because like we talked about last year in the 20s, like you going through your 20s, like he's a basketball player. He's going through this like me and you, these conversations we have through, we be fumbling through these shits, dog. You know what I mean? Like by the end, it making sense. The first 4 or 5 sentences is ridiculous. That's basically what Kyrie was going through. Like, yo, y'all told me, fuck it, I'm gonna say something. Yeah. None of this shit made sense. 4 or 5 statements made very much sense. Yeah. That very much don't make sense. See what I'm saying? So, but I'm saying like it's points in there. It's points in there that made a lot of sense, but it's clouded by a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? And that's the problem I think we're going on with Kyrie. But my big problem with the whole Kyrie situation right now is people who are defending Kyrie and going at the NBA, saying like, yo, why is the NBA doing this to Kyrie? Like, don't stand with a person with bad information, basically. Because the NBA is not doing anything to Kyrie. Yeah. Like, man, the state of California and the state of New York is doing something to Kyrie right now. Yeah. And they're doing what the other states are about to do also. So like, I don't understand like why we're not acting like that's the real. It's just that's even more of a conversation.
It's something being pressed upon us, and they're distracting you with this Kyrie shit, not realizing that.
But I don't even think that. I think distractions. I think they're allowing the distraction to happen for us to be blaming the NBA instead of blaming like, no, the system is placing these mandates for no apparent reason. Let's throw this stupid shit out here real quick so y'all can talk about what the NBA doing real quick.
Yeah. While the rest of the states figure out what they're gonna do. Like you just said, not knowing it's about to happen to everybody else, but we too busy arguing over Kyrie. Then to go down to your local joint.
And Adam Silver's been a good ass.
Yeah, shit.
What's his title?
Commissioner?
Yeah, definitely. You know, they don't boo him, but they boo Roger.
Roger Goodell.
They boo the fuck out of this guy.
Bro, this dude don't get a break. But he don't, because some of Gruden's emails was to him too. So, but, I mean, you know, they ain't gonna show all them. Yeah. But you know that, I mean, not to change the subject and shit, but yeah, you know that Bama sent emails talking about something this player had, he named a player, nicknamed a player, Tire Lips.
Tire Lips? Yeah. And it's funny because I think one of his black players came and said, yeah, he does refer to people who flap their lips or talk dumb shit as tire lips, you know what I mean? Okay. So it is a joke, but it's like, but something goes on with that. Like, I bet you he only had that joke for y'all black people that did that.
Yeah, only black people that
did that. Like, you know, so it's so sad, that there always going to be one person that I can find to say the sentence I want to be said. Yep. He's going to cave in for y'all niggas. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And that lies the problem.
Yep. There's always going to be one. The programming is that strong that we're going to be able to find one of y'all. All y'all can.
That ain't one. It's going to be a whole lot.
Yeah.
It's going to be a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
1 in every 10.
Yeah, that's a big number.
You know what I'm saying?
10% is a lot when you're only 17%.
You see what I'm saying? You see how kind of numbers can be woven upon you? Yeah, those numbers just get dropped on you. Bang, put that on your shoulder.
Man. But I think that really goes, because this convo, I really didn't even know where we wanted to go, because I really want to talk about the crucifixion of free thinkers.
Oh, that shit been dead, dog.
Yeah.
That shit been dead, dog.
And it's like we never noticed it until...
That shit died when they killed Pop.
Yeah. Before that, you know what I mean? But for our generation, that's why when we noticed it, I noticed what was going on. You know what I mean? He's a person like, oh, he was talking. Like I said, it's about when they get that platform strong, when they figure out the biggest thing that I love Malcolm X, dog. When he do like this and do like this, and that white man say, there's no
way that them niggas have all that power.
It's simple as that. Once they realize how much power you have, like they say, protect that man.
They getting ready.
Yeah.
They getting ready. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
And it's so sad because it's like, yo, But y'all heard the dumb shit Kyrie be saying too? Like, yeah, like I understand that.
But
But
I mean, that comes with being the big dumb animals that we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But still, you sometimes you got to listen to the bullshit to get to the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But be willing to have that conversation.
Yeah, and we're willing to have that conversation. And know that, like I said, not, you know what I'm saying? You can get jewels from fools.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just know that everything ain't a jewel that's going to come from his, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had crackheads tell me some of the most hilarious shit ever. Mm-hmm. But also, I've gotten wisdom from crackheads. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And his mistake don't have to be mine. You know what I mean? That's what we need to understand. And like, just because dude make a mistake or he isn't as right as you think, or he doesn't go the path that you choose. And then at the end of the day, with the brother Kyrie, like what he's saying, what he's actually doing is what from what I can ascertain, right? The motherfucker, this is to stand up for people losing their jobs behind the mandates, right? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like everybody's shunning it off the strength that you're standing alone. Same shit that happened to Cap. And that's why I think that's our problem as a community. Because when now is our time for everybody to stand together, go ahead and be like, nah, we're not. You know what I'm saying? But so many people have already caved and got vaccinated.
I think, but at the same time, like, I think they're still hushing the fact that, players agree with Kyrie's stance. Yes, I've been vaccinated. I'll be vaccinated. But I agree with what Kyrie's saying also. Like, he shouldn't be mandated. This mandate is incorrect. Like, I think they blur the line, because I was talking about this in the break, as far as vaccine hesitant. Yeah. They throw all y'all together. They don't get to talk about the fact that, they be having conversations. Yeah. They agree and disagree on some points about the same stuff that we're making. Like, no, we're not going to talk about it. We're going to show you all their extreme, show you all their extreme, and this is what the fuck it is. Yeah. And we so dumb, like, okay. Yeah. Okay. Even ignoring the conversation you just had with a person, it's plenty of people vaxxed that work with unvaxxed people. And it's the other way. Well, of course, that's the other way around. But it's plenty of times they having conversations, regular old conversations. Maybe not even about that, but about anything small. Right. So you're having convos. Like you're you know, conversate is a word now.
It is.
America. I don't know where I was going to go around, but I wanted to say conversate. I wanted to say conversation. Now it's converse. Yeah, it used to. Let's go.
It used to not was. But now it is.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't know where I was going around too, but shit, this is better. But yeah, man. Like I said, my brother, he said he definitely going to talk more about information. He said he's big on the fact of us not getting the correct information in this information age. So,
but that comes with knowing where to go to find it.
Yeah. And we don't talk to each other enough no more. Everything's through the phone.
Not about the things we should talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I do.
Yeah.
As
us too. On 24.
Yeah, they gotta be watching though. You know what I'm saying? So like, share, comment, subscribe. We love you, man.
We love you, man.
Appreciate you.
Supreme beat. SB ho. Supreme beat. SB
R.I.P. Supreme, aka the East Beast vet. Real never die. I miss my dog. It hurt more than a broken neck. That happened but too. Damn, I love the game and I ain't through with this shit yet. Not at all. So I'ma keep on balling.
Yeah, it's me. Surprise. We're back with the top 5, man.
With a top 5. You thought we was gonna leave you without it?
Yeah. I'll answer. I definitely throw this out. I'm gonna pop to the head on the way out. Yeah. Random as fuck. I'm not gonna say top 5 because I don't want people to think it's best.
Right.
Kind of like most memorable, or the most memorable 5 you could think of in the last 20 minutes.
That's basically what this is.
Sports moments.
Period.
Like sports, not a particular sport, not basketball. Because I was thinking about football. Right. You know what I mean? Because I had one off the top. And I was like, no. As I was going, no, let's include everything in this thing. You know what I mean? Okay. So you want to go first, or you want to do this?
All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
I don't know if I should start with. All right, so I'll start with this one. You know what I'm saying? It was a personal moment. You know what I'm saying? It was my freshman year in high school football. You know what I'm saying? I was the return man. I had a little scat to me. You know what I'm saying? So I catch the jump, shake a couple niggas. I ain't even going to exaggerate. It might have been like 2. I got the sideline. Hit the sideline. I look for my mama. I didn't know where. I looked at my feet like this.
Like, they're mine.
Yeah. And I looked like, my feet? And then, you know what I'm saying, it was kind of like a movie, because I remember it hit, bang! I was like, oh shit. And then my feet, like right here. And then it was, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit. And I knew I didn't have the ball, but I saw my feet. But that's how my feet, the ball was out. The ball flew out of bounds before I did. You know what I'm saying? They said the ball landed before I did. You know what I'm saying? So it be bang, and the ball was gone. Like, I said, see what I mean? And then it's and then my Aunt Becky said to me, that's why you don't need to keep your eyes forward when you run. Anytime you look outside, you slow down. Stop running, you know what I'm saying? Stop running with your motherfucking eyes on everybody else. You thought she was gone, you know what I'm saying? So she dragged me. But I love Aunt Becky because she keeps it real no matter what. No matter what, at all times.
Shit.
At all times. But yeah, that was, I guess, one of mine.
Yeah, you know, fuck my whole list up. I'm a cheat. So we're gonna have another top 5 at a later date, like the most embarrassing sports things that happened to you yourself. Okay. I think that's just Because while you was doing, like, damn, let me talk about my most memorable choice myself. I can think of 5 real quick. I'm like, that shit might get sad as fuck, because you know how I am, nigga. Like, all of my ball plays I should have made, you know what I mean? Like, we ain't got time for that, So, but I will keep my first one personal. You know what I mean? Tupac, a little preamble or whatever. My brother, he remember this. So, most of my family went to Huguenot High School. I'm from the South Side. Everybody go to Huguenot High School. I've been going to football games and basketball games. My dad been taking me to these games my whole life. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to Huguenot High School after 8th grade. You know what I mean? Beginning of 8th grade, my parents were like, "Yo, you acting up? We gonna send you to the military school." Whatever. You know what I mean? So, long story short, I get home from school. My mom was like, "Yeah, we got to go to this orientation for Franklin." You know what I mean? I'm like, "Franklin?" She's like, "Yeah, the military school." I'm like, "I ain't going to Franklin. I'm going to Huguenot." My mom was like, "No, you're not. Yo, Jamal laughs so goddamn hard, bro. Like, you ain't laughing before he just yells for a second and then gets to it."
I know why he laughed.
What?
Because you probably said, "No, Mom, I'm going to Huguenot." Your mama probably said, "No, you're not." She good. She real good.
Studies the combo right now. We already tried to have this combo for a time. Definitely. And the funny thing, like, okay, so I went to Franklin, and they was like, "Yeah, you do about right. You know, you get up out after 1 year." So I graduated from there 4 years later. Anyway, but yeah, so all I know is Huguenot. My freshman year, I didn't make the team, so I was still going to Huguenot games. All my boys, I come to, holler at my boys. It's the third, you know what I mean? So my sophomore year when I'm playing JV, I don't know anything about this dude named Kennard Weiss that plays Boston. Everybody talking about shit, you know what I mean? Long story short, we're down 2. Boston watching Boston game now. They're down 2 or whatever, you know what I mean? My man gets the ball, like he gets away game. You know what I mean? He catches the ball on the run, which is beautiful. I love doing that now. He catches the ball on the run, crosses up somebody right here, go right here, hits a foul out shot. Beautiful. I'm like, oh, this is like that's like a very memorable moment to me. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It was like, yo, it explained to me like, yo, it's a lot of stuff out here. There's always somebody better than you. Like, it taught me a lot of stuff in that moment. Like, cause all I knew was Bo Jones and Huguenot. You feel me? But this was just, and this is the person they've been telling me about, and it was so smooth. And this is, mind you, like, I've been watching you practice. Like, I know you nice. But this is the first game. You know what I mean? This is, you send this to overtime, and then we're having it overtime, which is beautiful. But that right there, like, that's like a memorable moment to me, dog. Like, real shit, dog.
Legit.
Yeah, real shit.
Okay. So it was probably my 5th grade year. You know what I'm saying? Shortly after the story I was telling you about getting bullied as a kid, right?
Okay, I'm laughing at the wrong
So
one.
the teacher, it was all good. So I think I told you the story already. It was a teacher that invited me to her house one time. You know what I'm saying? And I thought she liked me.
Yeah.
But she just, I guess she was pitying me because I was a kid who never ate anything, right?
She's the teacher that still cared.
Yeah,
it wasn't about it.
Yeah, she still cared, right? So they took me to a game, and that game was Georgetown versus who the fuck was they playing? I forgot who they were playing.
Is it AI days?
Yeah, the AI,
Oh my God.
AI and Vic Page.
Okay, left-handed. You was left-handed.
Yeah, bro, I thought Vic Page was the greatest. I thought Vic Page was the greatest player ever from that game. I was like, yo, Vic Page is better than Iverson, dog. I don't know what y'all talking about. Vic Page is better than Iverson.
Yeah, see it in person?
Yeah, see it in
it's
person.
a
I was like, yo,
whole
Vic
level.
Page is better now. He doing a whole bunch of shit. Because I'm watching this nigga fast. You know what I'm saying? He hit that, boy, I was like, Vic Page is nice. Iverson nice.
Yeah.
He definitely, but I think Vic Page is better,
Yeah.
right? But I got to watch them play, bro, and that was like the most awesome shit. And then we was at we was in, you know, like I said, her husband took me to the game and shit. But watching that shit, I was like, yo, that shit was fucking amazing. Just watching.
That was a roller coaster overnight too.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to see my teacher. Oh, she was
my teacher.
Oh, I Victor Page nice.
Oh, shit. Oh, we going to a game? Oh, shit, we fucking there. You know what I'm saying? Shit, come on, man. I got. Oh, you buying? Nachos and a hot dog? And a large drink? Larger? What? I'm sitting there with all this stuff. I get it back and switch off to sitting there to watch the game. Look at this, bro. That shit was great.
At that point, you had no idea how memorable this moment was.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I still remember it. So if she out there, man, Miss Horner, good look out, man.
True.
I remember that shit.
How you want to handle this?
I don't even remember her husband name.
What would do?
Huh?
How you want to handle this?
Who what?
Hey, Bruce.
I'll give it a second.
Alright. I'll clear that up. No, I won't.
Man, forget about it.
Shit, well, I keep mine on. I keep mine college too. And it's a memorable ass game. I'll put it that way. Another memorable, like, I'm big on college football. I love college football. College football is better than pro football to me because it was playing forward to get there.
It's pure.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I mean? Well, definitely pure because of the whole business stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah,
not
definitely
me.
the player. Yeah. But yeah, I was a Florida State fan. But fuck all that. Texas versus USC. Watching that game, Vince Young versus
Vince Young versus Reggie Bush and them
Bro,
boys.
that was like the best game I've ever fucking watched, dog.
Yeah.
Like that, and star power. And it's at the point where you already know that. Well, you know all these are pros, and you don't know how someone will be good, someone will be bad. But it was just like, yo, this is an amazing game. And it was going back and forth. And you know how college games are anyway.
Right.
Are y'all playing defense?
Yeah.
Be like, they are playing very good defense, but it's still 4-7. You know what I mean? Points, you know it.
Right.
But that was just a great ass game, dog. Like that was. Like that was a memorable ass game. Because I thought USC was gonna wash them.
Right.
And I was working with UPS. I was working with old head that was a Texas fan. You know what I mean? So we talking the entire year. Because I'm a Florida State fan, but what I was seeing with Reggie Bush, like I was a big Reggie Bush fan in college. You know what I mean? That game was just fucking great, dog. And then Vince Young, that game was just. That's a memorable. Like I said, that's just awesome, dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you know Kobe, my favorite player, right? Always has been, even when he was a little Chim Bush Kobe, Storm Moesha, War number 8. You know what I'm saying? The Bama, I watched his last game here in DC. We got to go see that shit, and it was real. It was real. I ain't gonna act like it was emotional. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't crying over no grown man.
Yeah.
But it was cool to be there and experience. You know what I'm saying? Them give Kobe his, you know what I'm saying? They gave him his
farewell tour.
Farewell tour. Yeah, it was a farewell tour. You know what I'm saying? So they giving him all his accolades or whatever, showing him highlight videos.
This is what you did to us.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh shit, yeah, man, look,
Oh,
man.
this.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all that shit, right? And it was just good to be there and watch my favorite player get his love for the last time that he was gonna play in DC.
That's dope.
And to find out that it, you know what I'm saying, he later on died and shit.
Too soon type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was good that I got to see him play in his last season.
Okay.
So that's memorable.
All right. Another memorable ass game. Like not really it's a moment, but it's just not like a certain player or whatever, just the entire game.
Right.
Remember I told you my parents were strict.
Uh-huh.
So like I had to get to bed and fuck all that shit. You know what I mean? You staying up all night type shit. Yeah. The Bulls versus Suns finals.
Okay.
They game that went game 3. I mean, I think it was game 3. It went 3 overtimes. Like that game, I just remember because for one, it's like I'm up late, yo. This is dope. You know what I mean? Because I'm a big basketball fan, Jordan fan. She's like, yeah, stay up, bro. Okay, fuck, you know what I mean? But I was just loving it, dog. They went to sleep. My parents went to sleep. Yeah. You know, I'm just downstairs by myself watching shit. I'm grown. I feel grown. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like 9:30. No, it's probably like 10. She won that shit. It's probably like 10. But it's still like I'm feeling grown as hell watching this game. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, I'm retired tomorrow. You know, all that dumb shit. I just feeling grown for no reason. And the game was great. It's Jordan Bach. Like, that was a great game. 3 overtimes, so you know it was great. Like, yeah, that was just and the Bulls won. Like, that shit was just, yeah, like, I just really remember that. Yeah.
Legit. All right. So, what's this?
This should be your fourth. Who went first?
I think I did.
All right, so it's 3 or 4.
All right. So I'm gonna go with the game after. It wasn't even. I don't think it was the game after Sean Taylor died. It was the game after that. You know what I'm saying? Ab took me, and that was my first NFL game. You know what I'm saying? My brother Ab took me to that.
You already had tickets before Sean Taylor died?
Nah.
Okay.
He got them from somebody and was like, I'm going to take you to a game because I know how much of a fan you is. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Because Sean Taylor was my favorite player. You know what I'm saying? I won't say growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the time. You know what I mean? But I was a fan of the youth. So me and Ab go to that game, right? Ab, a Cowboy fan. It was the Skins versus the Bears. And Ab wore some cowboy jacket. You know, I had my Skins jacket on and shit. And we sitting around all these Redskins fans, right? So we sitting there, and Ab, you know what I'm saying? Ab is a loud mouth. Ab,
all the time.
He I say you're a natural born hater. You know what I'm saying? He know how to just get under your skin, right? So it don't matter what happened. He was like, oh man, y'all all right. Yeah, you know, everybody cheering for the show. He said, oh man, y'all trash, right? So me and Ashley, now this is my first game I ever been to. The white guys, it's a bunch of white guys around us, right? You know what I'm saying? We sitting there chilling, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's black people around us, shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like in our media little joint, it's like the 8 seats around us.
Y'all the ones amongst all the these are the pockets.
Right? So he's being all loud, and so I said, so I'm cheering for my squad, and he cheering against. So I said, man, shut the fuck up, and I punched Ab, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So after I hit him, like 6 of the white dudes said, yeah! They all come doing the video, man. And I was like, oh shit. Like, out of the blue, right? Like, oh shit. I don't remember what y'all doing. They was like, no, man, we did that like this. Playing, right? So, long story short, the rest of the game, they was buying his drinks. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we was just sitting there and talking shit, you know what I'm saying? Ab talking shit. Because Ab's just that dude, like, he an asshole, but you know what I'm saying? Just he was infected. So it was cool, because like I said, they bought us drinks the whole rest of the night. They were like, y'all ready for another one? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just...
That's sports, dog.
Yeah,
that's sports,
that's the beauty of sports, right?
Sports and music bring people together like a motherfucker, dog.
Yeah, that was stupid as shit, but it was funny as shit.
That's hilarious. Because people, like that, people got to remind you, like, your fan is short for fanatic, you know?
Fanatical. These motherfuckers is crazy.
Shit. The Kobe joint, man. Well, I got 2 on for number 4 because there's no way I can do 5 and not 6. So. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to sneak this one in. Kobe, when he was on this run of just dominating, I came home late. Yeah, I came home late. Look, we were working overtime with him, so I seen the highlight with him against New York when he went baseline and went under the rim and yammed this joint. Yeah, like that was just like the fuck. Like it didn't land like this. Like that shit was crazy. That and when LeBron dunked on Tim Duncan in the playoffs. Okay. He's at the top of the key. Hesitated for a second, and you know basketball. When you see the hesitation, like something about to happen, but you see that's Tim Duncan. He went up, dog, just straight up, just like this. Yeah. And this Tim's hand it was just so fucking nasty, dog. Yeah. This is still Cleveland day. This is like young bro. This is like doing this, like when he got through Detroit. This is why. Like this doing that is why I can do this now. I had to get to Detroit to get to you. Yeah, this is what I learned on the way, nigga. Like this shit was so fucking fierce. Like I remember because I was playing for in the UPS league. So I remember talking about that the next morning, all morning. Like, yo, that shit. I was like, yeah, I'm on when he did the hop. Because you just know basketball, you can tell what's about to happen. You know what I mean? Oops, just at the third. Like, and it's so beautiful when it happens. Right. You know, a lot of times you can see the pass, like, yeah, motherfucker, you ain't say it like that type shit. Not understanding. Like, you got a 360 view, nigga. That's why you can see what you're supposed to do or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, it'd be beautiful when you see something about to happen and it happened. And that was just fucking crazy, bro. Like, crazy. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm higher than you. Like I'm just a lot higher than you, and I'm stronger. Yeah. Like I'm higher, and I gotta come down, but my strength is gonna let me get it in. That type of shit. And it's Tim Duncan. Like you're not yamming on just anybody. You're yamming on like premier defender. Like that shit was, it was beautiful. Them 2 yams was like moments for me. Like I love dominance, dog. Right. Like dominance. Like this when it's singing like that. Yeah. Like I said, Kobe was just on that run like every fucking night. Like Kobe, come on again, 60. What are we doing? And so I see the 60
like 50-point joints.
Yeah, in a row.
60 points.
I think that was in one of them.
Yeah, all in one streak. It was like 24 games when he was at least 40. You know what I'm saying? He had at least 40.
And there's troops inside there. Like,
as I said, it
four,
was
I got 60 of them.
24 games of like straight 30 points.
Yeah.
Then it was like 10 or 40. Then it was like motherfucker 5 or 50.
And I get y'all back-to-back
4 of them
60s.
was bitches. And back-to-back 60s and shit. And 81 in there somewhere. Like, god damn.
Oh my god. Did you? Oh, you don't fuck with All the Smoke?
Every now and then.
Kevin Hart was on there.
Okay.
He was like, if you could be in one game, what game would it be in? He was like, I'd be when Kobe dropped 81. So I could just talk to Jalen the entire time. Like, yo, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? God damn. And then so one of them was like, so at what point do you be like, yo, what the fuck, yo? Like, at what number are you like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Like, okay, I see this one's going. Like, it has to go from levels. Like, yo, I need help, dog.
Yeah.
Like, okay, then, like, okay, well, maybe you're playing bad defense. Like, okay, I need help. Okay, you just hot? All right, fuck it. This shit still going, like, it's levels to that. And this nigga got the 81. And it's so funny that Jalen gets all the jokes. So was he really like all the, because then Mo Peep get some of this?
Jalen did a jump where he reviewed a video and was like, look, I was only responsible for like 17 of them points. Because, it was like picks, and then the dude was supposed to come up, but it's not bomb. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, see, he was supposed to rotate and come up, so I wouldn't have been responsible for that one. Right? So he did that shit. He's like, see, look, it was like 17 points he actually bust my ass on. But the rest of them joints was like caught in rotations and shit.
Oh my God. That was one of my homeboy, my boy Gravity on the track we got. He was like, yeah, you like Mo Peep trying to guard Kobe. Yeah. You know, Mo Peep got some of the joints too, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I said he was giving buckets to everybody. Whoever was out there.
Hell yeah, man. But yeah, that, like I said, them, Kobe, man. God damn, that was crazy.
Yeah, a lot of those.
Yeah. So this your fifth coming up?
Okay. All right. So this is my last one.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a young little lad, I watched my late older cousin play in the game. Mm-hmm. And to this day, it was the most dominant I've ever seen anyone play on a football field. Mm-hmm. Right? I mean, Sean Taylor was amazing, right? Yeah. But my cousin was playing running back and middle linebacker.
Damn.
Yeah, he was playing running back and middle. This is the year in '91 that they won the regional championship for South Lakes, right? So in this one game, he had like a streak of games himself. But in this one game, I remember vividly. He had a 46-yard interception return for a touchdown, a 99-yard fumble return for a touchdown, and it was either like an 87 or some shit like that. He had a long ass run for a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So he had. They started calling him Chucky on the spot after that. Because wherever the ball, they was like, wherever the ball was, a part of him playing middle linebacker and it was on a kickoff. They did the kickoff bomb. The dude caught the ball. As soon as he caught the ball, the loudest hit you ever heard. Cuz flat. Bomb. Cuz flat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he still got the ball, he laying flat. The game resumed after like 40 minutes. God, you know what I'm saying? Because Cuz had to be wheeled off.
And this is junior or senior?
This was his, I want to say his junior year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I want to say his junior year. But yeah, it was in '91. I was 11. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
And seeing it though.
Yeah.
Like you see Donald, seeing the person.
Yeah, just watching it all happen and just hearing his name. Because all you heard on another tackle by Chucky Thomas.
And I think the dope part is like, oh yeah, I know this person. Like
Chucky Thomas picked it up in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's my cousin. I'm telling everybody, that's my cousin.
Yeah, like it's even more vivid for you. Yeah. Like it's dope going to a game, you see somebody dominate. Yeah. But then they
he wasn't the biggest dude. And I remember watching him in the shoulder pads. This was back when the shoulder pads were big joints. And he had these big ass shoulder pads with the neck roll and shit. And he looked big, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, he wasn't very tall, but he was big, you know what I'm saying? He was swole and shit.
Because the corner, when you say running back, I thought you were going to say wide receiver and quarterback.
Nah,
most times you go both ways, what it is. But then when you said running back, I still thought you were going to say, okay, something in the secondary. But that's
running back and middle linebacker. He was laying wood. You know what I'm saying? Wood. I'm telling you, stretching people. Yeah. Like to this day, everybody knows his name. You know what I'm saying? I said when I got the hoodie, from my peoples and shit, he was like, yeah, that's what's his name number, right? Like, yeah, and then some dude from back in the day was like, yeah, R.I.P. to the great, you know what I mean? But yeah, he had a hella newspaper clippings. I tried to get them from my aunt. I don't know where she got them at. She's talking about they in storage or some shit. But, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
But that was back in the day before social media and shit. But like, he was amazing, bro. He was amazing.
You don't understand the memories, dog. Make memories how you can to keep them, Joe.
Yeah.
Shit, My last one, man. And this one made me think of the whole goddamn top 5 or whatever countdown. What's the countdown? Anyway, Deshaun Jackson, man. I don't like this nigga. So you know I'm a Giants fan. So it's me, my nigga Snacks, and DL3. You know what I mean? You know Snacks. DL3, he got one of the intro songs. He didn't want to talk on the green screen. Sometimes he doesn't. But yeah, so we at the bar. You know what I mean? Breakers. It was Breakers in Richmond with us. You know what I mean? We at the bar. And long story short, they kicked the ball off. I saw that. They kicked the ball off to Deshaun. And the ball bounces.
And he wasn't the return man the whole game.
No, he wasn't. I don't think he wasn't. They put him in, yeah.
I
It's
remember
a special
that.
moment.
I remember that.
It's a special moment, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like I said, the ball bounced. And like I said about LeBron, you know what I mean? You know what's about to happen. And I ain't got time to watch this. So I walked out. Like I didn't see that play for like 2 months. Like that's how you know with social media you ain't really gotta see it back then. You know what I mean? I really had to see it, you know what I mean? But I didn't see nothing for 2 months, dog. I walked out. I just walked out. Before when the ball bounced, I walked out, you know what I mean? And then I seen these two niggas laughing when they come to the car because we were together.
You went got the car.
Yes, well,
you ain't hear everybody go, oh.
I didn't want to hear that. I don't want to be that close. I know what's going on, dog.
You just ran away, man.
I didn't ran away. I did it.
Nigga.
I didn't get to the car. I didn't hit the nigga. Nigga. And Deshaun's fast, nigga. So the play was probably open.
We only motherfucking like 10 seconds.
How
far you get?
I did go to cry in the car, nigga.
How far you get in 10 seconds, man? The average NFL play like 7 seconds. How far you get?
No, you know Deshaun, he gonna brag, nigga, for 3 more years.
Run 4 seconds this way and shit. True that.
Yeah, but that's definitely like my most memorable moment, dog, for football, dog. Like, not even football, just from sports, dog. Like, real shit, man.
Man, dude still busting ass to this day.
Yes.
That's just
yes,
crazy,
dog.
bro.
Like, yes.
That's
like, yeah, it's crazy when you see somebody out throw this dude.
And it's right. He's still putting the smokes on my.
Oh, man. God damn. Like I said, I love speed. Speed is amazing to me, dog. Yeah. Like I said, dog, I played basketball my whole life. Started playing football with y'all dudes like, oh, I'm slow, huh? Because these motherfuckers is fast, dog. God damn, boy. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on out of here, dog. Right. Here I told you what you got to do. Like, share, subscribe. I know you got to support. Follow? Is it support?
Follow the show.
But don't follow?
But don't follow. Don't be a follower.
Yeah. Can't wait to hear Texas 5 more because you know he's talking about regional.
Right. he was amazing.
Oh, generational also. Even though most of ours came from his lifetime.
Right.
Some part of Mike Jones. I mean, pretty sure he's living there, but
he just wasn't respecting the game like that.
Yeah, facts.
And he might got a whole bunch of. He might have your Texas moment though.
That definitely probably is one there because he probably forced to watch that joint. Texas is a big thing down there, boy.
Yeah, that was it.
But yeah, this was fun, man.
Always.
We out. Shit.
So it is I, the wonderful dude Shizzle, that is my co-host.
Just Mo.
And we about here. You know what I'm talking about?
Sometimes I don't look directly into it. Like I actually be looking at you. Like I go from here to looking at you, or you're looking at you there.
Yeah. Yeah, I be just wondering and shit. I don't look at the camera now. I look.
No, like they can't tell.
Yeah,
they can't tell.
So we gonna come back?
I don't know. That was when you said light shit. I'm like, we out. Fuck it, game on. We just followed up to see what he said.
Should we end it right there?
Both of us like, oh shit, cool. Yeah, no top 5 on top of it. So dope when they get to the age you leave them at the crib.
Yeah, well, I still don't feel like it's good, man.
I mean, that's probably just for like 10, 15 minutes, so that's how it starts.
I mean, they have access to my gun.
That's dope. Training.
They have access to my gun. They have
training to use it.
So it just makes me a little more comfortable.
Access plus train to use it.
Oh yeah, because I've been taking them to the motherfucking range.
Yeah, we was recording, so I didn't want that not to be on there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got access to it. We ain't saying nothing about the train part.
Old enough to be able to go in there with me, bro. Nah, y'all gotta come in here. Y'all gotta get used to these sounds. Get used to how this weight is. Because if a nigga break in my house, I'm putting my daughters in the closet with their gun, then I'm letting me and Princess go to work.
That's shot. What about Nipsey? What Nipsey gonna do?
Nipsey gonna get kicked. That's gonna be the first thing that happens. They gonna kick the shit out of Nipsey ass, get Nipsey up out of there.
What's the funniest crack or joke you heard? Like he was there and the nigga said this about a nigga.
Funniest joke I ever heard. Nigga was joining on. I don't know if you know the nigga we hang with, Lil Mikey. Short little nigga, almost midget status, right? But we used to call him grown midget. So this nigga was joining on him one time, and nigga said the tallest person in your family is your uncle in a wheelchair. And that nigga started crying. Yeah, the tallest person in your family is your uncle in a wheelchair.
I remember when I was in high school, one of my homeboys, he had big feet, and my nigga said, "Look like you sit on the curb with trucks all day." And then when I got to college, my other nigga told my other nigga, "It look like you wash your face with toothpaste backwash."
The fuck, nigga?
Like, bro, the creativity, bro. God damn, man.
Niggas is just fucked up.
And rude, nigga. Like, being the child is tough, man. You feel me, nigga? You need to come back for your, damn, we needed you to, hey, bro. Chase.
You said you need me to do what?
You know the definition of gender fluid and the distinction between gender fluid and non-binary?
I know gender fluid is just like people who, they're not really, they don't prescribe to
Either
the social norms of those who are male or female. Because they're kind of like attracted to like whatever they're into whatever they're into at that moment. Like they can like boys, they can like girls.
What's the difference between that
and bisexual?
Yeah.
It's not like bisexual. I mean, it's in my mind, it's like bisexual, but it's not. It's a little different.
What was
I wish y'all niggas was on the phone earlier. I just had like a whole hour conversation with Shorty about poly because I called my other homegirl to explain stuff to her. Yeah, poly life.
Yeah. But what's the difference between that and non-binary then?
Non-binary and which one?
Fluid gender. Gender fluid. Is it non-binary? You don't prescribe to either one of them?
I say Jewish Flender.
I told you.
They don't identify.
Then what did we just say?
They don't identify with it.
They don't?
They don't identify with it, yeah.
But I thought that's what gender fluid was. Gender fluid is like, this is what I'm going through. Non-binary is like...
It's so similar. Listen, when I tell you it's like the same fucking thing,
Okay.
it's literally like the same thing.
Okay. That's kind of what we thought. Yeah, we
They both basically people who don't prescribe to be a male or female.
Okay. Appreciate that. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. My man said he wish he had you on the show to explain the shit to us. You just happened to call, so you might be on the show, my nigga.
Let me know when y'all want to have a poly episode.
We already had one with you, nigga, but all right.
I'm talking about a real poly episode, like, cause I have Shorty come down and she'll be on it with me.
Well, shit.
Both of them?
Huh?
You poly, nigga, shit.
You poly and shit. You gonna have them all. So we just gonna introduce everybody and get out your way.
Yeah, I'm thinking too. Like, we gonna introduce y'all and walk to the stage left, nigga.
Y'all go ahead. We gonna ask questions from the distance.
Off camera interview with you, nigga.
Y'all need to,
Like Vlad jokes.
did you know real estate is so big now?
You said real estate?
Yeah.
Who you got for us? We do phone interviews now.
My homegirl Brittany. Nah, do it in person. She's better in person. Bro.
Okay, that sounds good too. Put us on, hook us up there.
I'll reach out to her today. She got this group called Women in Real Estate. They're like number 3 on Clubhouse, like for help groups and shit like that.
And she can break down some of the perks of first time home buyer shit. All them loopholes. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, cool. That'll be perfect. I definitely want to do that then.